A story as COVID-19 since its outbreak has changed the face of the globe as people have to adjust to new ways of going about their daily activities. Institutions have now tapped into the world of technology to keep up and stay relevant. In this report, Beatrice Pio-Gabra assesses the positive impact of COVID-19 on some churches.
For the past 14 months, COVID-19 has wreaked havoc to economies, healthcare, and the social lives of people. For some, the novel coronavirus is the worst thing ever to happen to humanity. But is everything about COVID-19 negative?
All public gatherings, including conferences, workshops, funerals, festivals, political rallies, sporting events, and religious events such as services in churches and mosques have been suspended for the next 4 weeks.
This announcement from the president was to change the face of Christian worship and church activities. It is estimated that Christians dominate the religious population with about 70% share. The ban on social and public gatherings was to control the spread of the virus, but on the other hand, afford religious institutions to move into the technological world of communication. Pastors from some churches took to social media to spread the word of God. After some months of the ban, the president eased restrictions, allowing the churches and other religious bodies to have gatherings but to adhere to the safety protocols. General Overseer of Calvary Charismatic Center, Pastor Ransford Obin, admits COVID-19 has brought some positive impact to church worship. For him, the 2-hour service has helped to manage time and cut some activities that prolong church services. Pastors have become more technologically inclined too.
We all need to understand is that in every crisis, there are positive things you can get from it. If we don't learn a lesson from COVID, then it's a disadvantage. Those of us who computer came to meet, we are analog, we are not digital. And so sometimes we prefer the analog system more than the digital. But during COVID, we realized that everything was going digital. So it has helped us in our digital services. For me as a pastor, when it comes to the media and going on live stream and then making sure that your message is out there.
On his part, the General Overseer of Family Chapel International, Reverend Victor Osei, believes COVID-19 has given Christians the opportunity to appreciate the need for bondness with family. Frugality is another positive impact of COVID-19 on the lives of Christians.
Freedom of movement, association, and relating to people is so important for humanity's survival. So one of the things that were learned, which is good, is that we should never take our freedom to move around freely for granted. So people learned that. And on the flip side also, a lot of people also related in their homes, especially to their children. And then also you began to understand how to be frugal because you were at home. The little that you had, you people apportioned it well.
For some Christians attending church, lateness is a thing of the past. They have also learned to use more of technology to listen to the word of God.
Now 2 hours, then we close. So I think it's positive.
Positive sides actually of COVID to us as Christians is most of us, because we were always busy running about our duties, we didn't really have time for God. The COVID allowed us some space, a lot of space, I should put it that way, to be able to have time with our Maker.
Now people are very, very punctual. It has really changed everybody because most of us were not too much on the internet. But because we were at home and everything was on the internet, we were going to the social media for information.
Another positive impact of COVID-19 on their general lives is the hand-washing protocol, which they want continued even after COVID-19.
We normally used to wash our hands most of the times, but it wasn't that serious. Yes, but with the COVID, Since probably it has come to stay, and I think the washing of the hands and the social distancing and everything helps us in our day-to-day activities as Christians and as normal people. We wash our hands often. It helps our hygiene life.
Ghana has a total COVID-19 case of 93,723 with 91,743 discharges and recoveries. The dead stood at 783. Beatrice Spiogabra, TV3, Kumasi.